You blame an entire generation for being toxic, but never stop to ask yourself, are you a part of the problem? Before we start, ask yourself one question. When was the last time you were truly honest with yourself? Welcome to You Are the Problem. I'm Cole, and I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to expose you. Nah, not the version of you that shows up online, not the version of you that says potential or one day, the version of you that you hide, even from yourself. Because here's the truth you've been avoiding. Your life didn't happen to you. You built it. Every habit, every shortcut, every delay, every fear dressed up as logic. You think you want change, but you're protecting the very behaviors that are killing your progress. This show is a mirror you can't turn away from, a spotlight you can't dim, a voice that won't let you lie to yourself and get away with it. Every episode peels back another layer, calmly, methodically, until there's nowhere left for your excuses to hide. So, take a breath, look around you, because nothing in your life moves until you do. Let's begin. So, let me tell you what pushed this podcast and this episode into existence. I'm scrolling Facebook and I see this long ass post. Usually I wouldn't even read it, but the hook, it got me. It said, "It's crazy when it hits you that the safest way to live might be by yourself." Everybody's either too into themselves, stuck in the streets, stuck on an ex, stuck in old trauma, or they come into your life just long enough to confuse you. Want you sometimes, but not enough to choose you. We're in a generation where being toxic is normal. We're in a generation where being toxic is normal. And it's sad that being single feels like the only way to protect your peace. The whole idea of a real relationship now feels impossible. People lack honesty, loyalty, commitment, communication, all the basics. And the saddest part is knowing what you bring to the table, but feeling like you'll never have a table to bring it to. Blah, blah, blah. If you're reading between the lines, that whole post was just a long paragraph about how everybody else is the problem. And as I'm reading, I'm thinking, where is one sentence of self-awareness? Where is just one moment you ask, what is it like to date me? What is it like to communicate with me? What is it like to trust me? Because here's the truth. You can't say everybody's trash if you're not checking to see if you're the recycle bin. And that's where this podcast was born. It's real easy to convince yourself that you're the sane one in this crazy ass world. It's easy to believe you're the loyal one in a disloyal generation. It's real easy to act like you're the only solid person left. But ease doesn't equal truth. It's safer to say people are the problem than to admit my patterns ruin my relationships. It's more comfortable to list what everybody else lacks than to face what you refuse to develop. Because if every relationship you're in ends the same way, if every connection turns into the same story, if every person eventually says something similar about you, at some point you have to admit the common denominator is you. You are the one choosing. You are the one staying. You are the one ignoring the red flags and calling it potential. So you write off a whole generation instead of auditing your decisions. So let's stop diagnosing the whole world for a second and let's start diagnosing you. If you're single and frustrated, if you keep attracting the same type of people, if your relationships fall apart in the same patterns, stop asking what's wrong with everybody. Start asking, why do I keep showing up like this? Here are 3 truths that most people never, ever face. Truth 1, you overestimate your strengths. Everybody loves to say, I bring loyalty, I bring love, I bring stability. Cool. But do you bring communication? Do you bring emotional regulation? Do you bring accountability when you're the one that messed up? Do you bring consistency after the honeymoon phase is over? See, loyalty is easy when you're happy, but character is shown when you're disappointed. Truth 2, you completely underestimate your patterns and habits. Your childhood, your last 3 relationships, your ego, how you argue, how you shut down. You don't leave that behind. You drag it into the next person's life. And if you never cleaned it up, you're not dating. You're just repeating. And then you call it everybody else, when really you're just replaying your own unhealed patterns on a new face. Truth 3, you choose people who match your wounds. You say you want someone healthy, but you only chase the people that are emotionally unavailable. You say you want peace, but you're bored when it's calm. You're not attached to them. You're attached to the dysfunction that is familiar. Your attraction is not random. It's a reflection. If your dating history feels like a loop, it's because you are the loop. Now, let's get practical. Here's what I call the 30-day Rewire Protocol for anybody that's actually tired of hearing themselves complain and they want to stop running from their own reflection. Now, this is not cute. It's not for the aesthetic. It's not for the feed. This is real work. So, week 1, it'll be all about awareness. Ask yourself the real questions. What is it like to date me? What is it like to communicate with me? What patterns do I repeat? What triggers do I pretend I don't have? What am I scared to admit about myself? And that's a big one. And then write the answers down. No filters, no blaming, no yeah, but you can't change what you refuse to look at. Week 2 is all about subtraction. Remove 3 behaviors that make you a bad partner, and you got some. It could be the silent treatment, emotional shutdown, jealous reactions, oversharing trauma as a personality, entertaining multiple people while demanding exclusivity, inconsistent communication. Don't add anything yet, just subtract. Because change is subtraction before it's addition. Week 3 is all about emotional confrontation. Just do one uncomfortable emotional action each day. Apologize without justifying yourself. Admit you were wrong. Tell someone how you actually truly feel. Stop entertaining half available people. Stop being half available. Set a boundary and keep it when it gets tested. You think your life is going to change with vision boards and quotes. It changes right here in the conversations you're terrified to have. And then week 4 is all about replacement. Now you add. Introduce one discipline that makes you someone worth building with. Clear, consistent communication, emotional regulation before reaction, slowing down just a little bit before you attach to somebody, listening more than you talk, choosing people who choose you, actually taking time to heal between relationships. Because healthy relationships are not found, they are built. But you can't build one if you're still under construction but pretending I'm finished. Take that week by week, 30 days, and I guarantee you will see a change. Stop saying everybody is broken. Stop saying nobody is loyal. And please stop saying there's no good people left. Now, here's the part that's going to sting. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. If the people you attract are toxic, chaotic, inconsistent, I got something to tell you. That says a lot about who you are too. Fix yourself first and watch how different the world looks. Now, if this episode made you uncomfortable, good. Discomfort is the doorway into peace. So, no more running. It's time to admit you are the problem. I'm Cole. If you're ready to keep going, follow this show. Share with someone who needs to hear the truth. And I'll see you back here for the next episode. And don't worry, I'm kind of not expecting you to because you like running from things. But just in case you are tired and you're ready to change, I'll be here. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'll see y'all later.